feature article composition that was written in 2013. Okay, so in this sample, I'll guide you step by step on how to write a feature composition, okay, which is an article. Now, take note that there are two types of articles, okay? So we have a feature article and then also we have the letter to the editor. So we have a unique one, which is the feature article. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. So we have to look at the question. Let's try to review the question. So this was the question from 2013, okay? So the question went on to state, you are advised to spend about 50 minutes on this section. Okay, so your school magazine is carrying out feature articles on career choices for the grade 12s. Okay, for the next edition, you have been asked to write about the jobs of accounts manager and social worker. Okay, to make your task easy, you have been given the following notes to use to write the feature article. Okay, so these are the following notes that we are given. Okay, so these are the features that we have to look at for the accounts manager. So we are told to write a magazine. So we are writing a magazine. So take note that when you're writing a feature article, it's more like a magazine. I'll show you an overview. Okay, so no job security, very well paying. Okay, travel local and abroad. Okay, opportunities to make more money, no weekends, daily motivating. Okay, on accommodation, visit different financial institutions, rarely home with family, long working hours, minimum supervision, and then short leave, maximum 30 days per year. So these are the notes for the accounts manager. Okay, as we are writing the magazine, we have to ensure that we write these notes in the article that we are writing. Okay, so we look at a social worker. So a social worker, the job security is there, well paying, okay, and then same work environment, then opportunities for further study and promotion, weekends, no work, self-satisfying, free accommodation, more of service to others, vacation rather than a job, okay, a lot of time with family, no more working hours, more supervision, long leave up to 120 days. Okay, so these are the points that we are given. So using the relevant notes, okay, write the article which has been started for you. Okay, the length of your article should be between 250 and 350 words. So any words beyond the word limit will be cancelled. So therefore we have the article starting. Okay, so before we even look at the starting of an article, we look at the features. Okay, so let's look at the feature. We define what an article is, and then from there we go on to look at what we are presented with. Okay, so when you are defining a feature article, the feature article is an article. Okay, a feature article is a piece of writing by an individual on the subject of common interest. Okay, and it is contributed to a magazine. So if you want to write a magazine like this one which I've written here, you want to write about for example business job, just like we are given, you can write your magazine and then you edit, you document and so forth. Okay, so this is how you write the magazine. Okay, so and then also the other feature which the article has, it is non-fictional and it offers some opinions, ranges, okay, of issues and ideas. So it targets on a specified ideas. Okay, so we look at the example. Okay, so we look at how the particular question was given. So I will read through again the question. Okay, so we can look at the composition. Okay, so they have started for us. Okay, so we can, as we can see, using the relevant notes, write the article which has been started for you. Okay, so this is the start. The job of accounts manager. So this is our beginning. Okay, so we have first of all to look at the manager. And my advice to pupils when you are writing a composition, please, you don't just write randomly without framework. You need to picture. Okay, so I advise to picture the actual type of composition. So this is just an article that you have to write about account manager, what the job is, okay, and then also what merits does it have, just like we are given these points, okay. So if we see from here what the job is, okay, is it a well-paying job, okay, does it have opportunities for money, okay, accumulation, accommodation, and then also visiting of financial institution and so forth, okay. So you have to have that picture. So when you are guided, then it is more easier because you connect those points with a few of your ideas, then you make up a composition, okay. So the first thing first which I advise, as a pupil you have first of all to brainstorm. So brainstorming involves creating first of all a picture. Okay, you create a picture of something and then you list the points out of the picture. So you look at the manager. So like for example here, we have a corporate manager. What can be a corporate manager be doing in an office? Okay, so he is offering some assistance. Okay, or let me just say the accounts manager. This person is providing assistance, or he is rendering some services. Okay, so those services are more of the legal entity. They are an entity between the company and the customer. Okay, so the manager, his duty is to serve customers. Okay, so customers who have issues with bank accounts, okay, people who have issues with loans, they want to purchase a loan, okay, or them say they want to collect a loan, they want to get a loan, or maybe they want to mortgage property, they come on to the bank, okay, and then from there they will meet the account manager, and then you provide information, okay. So in here we can state, looking at how they have started for us, we can state the job of the accounts manager. Okay, so I'll start from here. Serves as an entity between a company and its customers. Okay, so looking at this picture, look at this. So the the accounts manager serves as an entity, okay, between the company and the customer. So this is the customer, and then this is the manager. Okay, so therefore we can go on. It is a multitask job that intends to meet the customer's need by providing financial guidance, preparing documents, and submitting reports of lost accounts. Okay, so if he, for example, a customer comes like this, he has problems with his account, maybe there is forgery or anything, then you put the claims, okay, you put the claims on the account manager. Okay, so therefore you can go on. Below is an insight of things to consider in taking the career of becoming an accounts manager or a social worker. Okay, so these are the points. So below are the points. So this is an insight. Okay, so you can go on to state, if for example you look at you can start with the disadvantages, because if we look back on the points that we are given, okay, our composition should be based on the points. So let's try to see. So in here we can start with disadvantages. So there are some points which are disadvantages over here. So I want you to see exactly the disadvantages. So we'll mark the disadvantages. Okay, so if we see this one, it's a disadvantage. Okay, and then also here we have a disadvantage. Okay, and then also here we have a disadvantage, and then also here we have a disadvantage. Okay, and then also other ones which are remaining there, advantages. Okay, so therefore we can go on to write, okay, based on the discussion, so we can see the disadvantages. So we can start with the disadvantages, okay, just like from where we were. So we can start with the disadvantages. So we can see the disadvantages can involve forgery. When you are a bank account, we can have forgery. Okay, so what can forgery do? It can bring about risks. There are some risks that are attached to bank account, making the work itself not secure. So the work is not secured. So if one, for example, forges the document, then we can have some insecurities. Okay, the actual work will be insecure, or the person who is issuing documents will be insecure in case money, for example, is stolen by a thief. So you are in trouble. So you'll picture, as you are brainstorming, you picture what of forgery as a bank account. You can face forgery. Then apart from forgery, you can also be arrested. Okay, so if we maybe the person, okay, forges money, or let me just say forges documents, and then from there the blame becomes on you. You'll be arrested as a bank manager or bank account manager, so you can be arrested. Then apart from that also, long hours of working. If you look at work, okay, just like from the previous points, there is no weekends. So no weekends. You can if you are working out throughout the week, you'll be tired 24/7. Okay, so that makes you tired. Okay, and then also we can look at. Okay, so let's try to look at. Okay, so we can state. Okay, so we can start with the first three, the account manager, okay, being a financial representative. Okay, so this is how you can start. There are several risks taken from clients who claim approval on withdraw from their accounts, okay, which are not legally theirs or may not pay loans on time for various reasons, okay. And then for losses incurred are to be covered by the accounts manager. Hence, the job is less secured. Okay. Additionally, banks operate 24/7, just like that picture which I showed you. Okay. Of service, and account managers rarely get home with their families. Okay, so it's difficult to go to their families. So no weekends and more hours of work with a short leave of 30 days minimum per year. Okay, and then despite the challenges, the career has career has, comma, it is a well-paying job, okay, and adventurous. So we are looking at adventurous. So look at this. So you can adventure, you can go on the plane, for example, you go for business, you can go for anything, okay. And then also the satisfying interest. So if you are given interest, let's say the bank gives you interest, you'll be satisfied, okay. You make profit, satisfaction will be present, okay. So there is satisfaction in banking where interest is accumulating, then you be satisfied, okay. So therefore we have that. Okay, and then also we can state, okay, so we can state it is a well-paying job and adventurous in taking flights abroad for business, transaction and signing, okay. Interest rates are awarding, giving motivation to do more. Okay, so that is one of the actual advantages of um, the career. And then also we can look at this other one. So the other one is the social working. Okay, so social work basically, if we look at it, on the other hand, you are given an option. On the other hand, okay, when choosing a career, social work is a good venture with a lot of security. Okay, self-satisfying with a long leave up to 120 days pay per year, making it possible to take further studies. So a person can take further studies as he is a social worker. Okay, and then you can go on to use this words to say. Additionally, social worker are provided with a free accommodation. Okay, normally normal working hours that make one to have time with a family. Okay, so the downside of social works, okay, social work centers on supervision. So there is supervision in social work. So mostly, if we look at those points back, okay, so if we look back here, if we take back this part in social work, there is more supervision. Supervision is more, and then there are more working hours. So when there are normal, the normal working hours make these people to have time for the family. Okay, and then free accommodation is given. Okay, and then self-satisfying. Okay, and then we have also job security is there present. Okay, opportunities for further studies because of time, and then also you can say long leave up to 120 days per year. But there are disadvantages. Okay, even this one is an advantage. Okay, so here we have these are disadvantages. So more service to others, this is a disadvantage. Okay, and then also weekends, no work, it's a disadvantage. Same place of work, so all those are disadvantages. So I would guide you just from this point, okay, where we were, okay, and then we see exactly. So in here we can state, okay, Social workers, additionally, social workers are provided with free accommodation, normal working hours that make one to have time with a family. The downside of social workers works center on supervision. So no work in weekends, making it difficult to accumulate overtime wage. So no money. So if, for example, you are not paid, then you won't have money, empty pockets. Okay? And then from there, we can say lastly, it is equally important as an esteemed pupil to have a clear choice when deciding a field or venture. So this is how you write a feature article. Please, if there are comments, okay, or any other form, okay, please you can submit in the comment section. And I'm so glad that people are subscribing to my channel. Please continue, okay? And then also, if there is need of materials, please you can contact on this number, okay, for materials and so forth, okay? So we shall meet also in the other video. I'll make other videos for composition writing for pupils who will be writing this November exam. So please just stay tuned to the channel, and then from there watch as many videos as possible which I will be creating. Okay, thank you.